Bitcoin right now is breaking down from this rising channel that we have been looking at over the past couple of days and weeks. And guys, I want to talk about what this potentially could mean for Bitcoin, and if the bullish case that I've been talking about in the past couple of days is actually still valid, or that Bitcoin right now is invalidating the bullish scenario and just, it's going to see lower levels. So guys, all about that in today's video. With that being said, my name is Jeroen. Welcome to the Blockchain Today, the channel where you subscribe for daily crypto videos. Right now, let's jump into Bitcoin. But before we are zooming in on the Bitcoin price, make sure to scroll below this video, smash up that like button, and if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below as well. And first of all, guys, let me say that personally, I did not expect that this was going to happen, or expect. It's always a game of probabilities, right? But in my opinion, the probability right here to see a bounce from the support was definitely more likely than to see this break down, in my opinion. That is due to a variety of reasons. We had a relative strength index coming up right here quite nicely while we were making lower lows in the price, which is a potential bullish divergence, right? Which is showing us that there's some bullish momentum in this background. This pump didn't got that far. Actually, we came to the 38.20%. Exactly to that level. We got rejected, and right now we are losing the uptrend in support from this rising channel, a pattern or a structure in the price that we already have been looking at for quite some time. And with breaking down, we also see that the funding rates are negative, either on BitMEX when there is Bitcoin used as collateral in perpetual contracts, but also on Binance we are already seeing for some time negative funding rates, and that is definitely something that makes me slightly still bullish, due to the fact that the majority of the people out there are shorting. And I want to have a talk about what this happened in the macro perspective, or in the bigger scheme of things, so to say, but also what it could mean in the shorter term time frame. Well, let's start with the bigger time frames. I think that is a little bit easier. Let's go to the daily time frame. And like I've been saying in my previous videos, I eventually do think that Bitcoin is going to trend up from here. Definitely from a macro perspective, this is for me still the more likelier scenario, due to a variety of reasons as well. That is due to negative funding rates during this whole period of time, due to the negative sentiment. A lot of people are bearish, a lot of retail has left the markets, and I think this is in general quite a big accumulation range, where Bitcoin is being accumulated by smart money, where eventually we are going to see the price trending up again. But that doesn't mean that in the short-term time frame, on daily, short-term time frames, Bitcoin still can see lower levels. So it would be still possible for the bullish scenario in the macro perspective. It would be still possible for Bitcoin to, for example, dip below this level, get a fake out, and then trend up. It is also possible to just follow the trend that we are in right now. But just to explain if we zoom out right here, in general, I still think Bitcoin is looking bullish, but if you zoom in, we still can see lower levels in the shorter term time frame. So, with that being said, let's dive into the shorter term time frame. Let's have a look at the 4-hour time frame right here. So what we've seen yesterday is we had a nice uptrend in the new relative strength index. Basically, the moment we broke that uptrend right here on the 4-hour time frame, that was the moment we were seeing a further drop in the Bitcoin price, and as well lost the uptrend right here from this rising channel. An interesting thing right now is that we are still testing some form of a support. Let me draw that for you guys. We can make a zone out of here. And this level has been acting as resistance in the past. Once we broke through, we got a nice bounce. Right here it has been acting as support and resistance. Right here it has been acting as support. So far here it has been acting as support as well. And right now Bitcoin is testing this level. This level is starting at roughly 38,350, going up to approximately 38,700. So it's a small zone, roughly $300 zone. If we were to lose this zone, guys, if we were to lose this level and test this as resistance, I think it's quite likely for Bitcoin to fall into this green box right here, which is the lows of the which is basically the lows of the range right here, if you were to ignore that rising channel. And these lows, we have been talking about it before, it's starting at roughly 34,300, going up to 36,000 US dollars. If Bitcoin were to reach this green box, I personally think that would be an awesome buying opportunity, as well as for Bitcoins, but also for altcoins, especially when you have a low time preference and when you have a long time horizon. Because if Bitcoin were to break this zone where we are looking at right now, and we were to see that further drop into this green box, that will definitely create a lot of panic in the markets, and will also definitely devalue a lot of altcoins. Will create a lot of panic in the altcoins as well. So if that were to happen, it will be a great opportunity to scoop up some long positions. If Bitcoin wants to turn bullish right now in the immediate short-term perspective, then we need to bounce from this support right here. And I think the first signal you actually want to see for Bitcoin to become slightly bullish again is that we break back above the 61.80% right here at 39,600. That should definitely happen at least before becoming slightly more bullish again, because the structure right now is just is more bearish. We are losing another important support level right now. So until we are back into this channel, I'm going to remain bearish on Bitcoin in the immediate short-term time frame, and I think that is important. But also always make sure that if Bitcoin were to turn around right here, that you can adjust your perspective, because what we are often seeing as well, I'm not saying that is the case right now, but what we are often seeing is weekend price action is always slightly bearish. Monday we can see a continuation of this weekend price action, and then from Tuesday, the rest of the week, there is more bullish price action. So I'm not saying that is happening right now, but that is something that we are seeing quite often with Bitcoin. And when I have a look at different metrics, like for example funding rates and so on, I still tend to think that chances for Bitcoin to make a reversal very, very soon is actually quite likely. Probably Bitcoin just hasn't found its bottom yet in this retracement or in this correction, but that will happen very soon. That is either the levels that we are trading right now, or we will see that further dip and we will come into this lower green box. Like I said before, I think that will be a great buying opportunity. But always, of course, do your own research. What we are seeing right now, something I want to point out as well, is that if we have a look at the price structure right here with the relative strength index, then we can also see that potentially on the 4-hour time frame, we could be forming a bullish divergence, which could help Bitcoin to break back into this channel. So we get lower lows right here in the price, but in the relative strength index, we could be saying this is this is not confirmed yet, but we could be seeing a higher low, which also could be the start of a bounce. So take that into a consideration. Structure wise, we are losing some levels. We have to be cautious, but be as well prepared for whenever Bitcoin is returning and making a nice bounce right here. For me, the decisive moment is going to be a nice reaction and at least have a break back above the 61.80% if we want to become a little bit more bullish right now in the immediate short-term time frame. In the longer perspective, guys, like I've said, I'm still bullish, but that could also still be, we still could see something like this and then Bitcoin taking off. So take that into consideration. So guys, do take that in mind. Even though Bitcoin can look bullish in a macro perspective, in the shorter term time frame, we still could see Bitcoin tapping into some liquidity. So that is important to note. I hope you guys enjoyed today's analysis. If you learned something, leave a thumbs up, guys. Very much appreciated. If you have a different opinion or you agree with me on the Bitcoin price action, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm very curious about what you think is going to happen with Bitcoin and with altcoins. Then I want to thank every single one of you for watching. I want to wish every single one of you an awesome day today, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.